Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 4 of Compact Claustrophobia, a mod pack by your hamster. So, we're ready for steel. Let's make a boom, a big bada boom. If you don't get the reference, Fifth Element. Okay, so we're going to fill this up with as much iron as we can. 24 block, can't put one here or here because that's where I'm standing. Let's light this up, exit the room, and let's view the explosion live. Boom! And darn it, it left one block, which means we're going to get less steel than ideal. So we're going to get 60 plus 50, 120 steel. That's still very good because 24 blocks times 75% times 6 is supposed to be 108, and we get 120 and some iron back. So this is amazing result. I'm super happy about that. So in the last episode, I did the sand stuff and I finally got the 3 aluminum ore chunk, and I started like some of every single resource so that I can have tin and lead and bronze and constantin and electrum, like all of the resources that we need to move forward. Ah, darn it. I forgot something. Derp number 1 with xHedra. So I prepared 12 tiny compact machine because we're going to be making 3 5x5. We need 4 tiny compact machines pressed with a machine casing, but we also need 4 compact machine wall each. So right now we're missing 6 more compact machine wall. 6 more compact machine wall is actually, let's put one more. You know what? Let's take 11 and 11. I just want more poop fuel for now because we need to be cooking resources all the time. And if I wasn't busy recording and trying to think of 50,000 things, these furnace would always be busy. Anyway, back to a regular program, scheduled program. We need 6 more. So 6 times 4 is 24. Last time I checked. So 24, we're going to go and do a little bit of prep in this room, this busy, super occupied room. Let's move that out of the way. Let's move that out of the way, that out of the way, that out of the way. The tiny energy input hatch, and let's split that in packets of 4. I think that for the first one we can put 8 because we're full power. But now we're not going to be full power anymore because I'm going to take this redstone furnace, put it here, and cook our 3 aluminum that we got from sieving the sand. So now that's back to 2K, so we can put 4. And these 3 aluminum ingot are going to give me my aluminum pickaxe. And I also want 6 steel ASAP to be able to do the next quest. So that's at 2K. Let's put another 4. You know what? I'm going to put as much steel in here as possible because until we finalized all of the compact machine wall, we're at 2K. There's no point not continuing. Like we have to stay here, so I'll get as much steel as possible. Oh, we're below 2K. So see, I would not start a new one. Now I can start the last one. So that's going to be the last wall. I'm just going to put them together one over the other. 11, and that's going to be 12, and that's going to be 7 steel. We're going to stop this machine and we're going to put it there, and we're going to grab these power thingies because I have a plan for them. Perfect. Just a quick check on the resource. This is all good. Gonna throw that in here. Don't care. Perfect. Let's continue. Okay, so like I said, in the last episode, we finished the aluminum ore chunk, getting it from sand. You know, it was hard. I had to sieve a lot of sand, but now, and let's just do 40 like that. So right now, let's make an aluminum pickaxe, like so. And that's another quest that I should have read before. Pick and choose. Some picks have more specific drops. Having one in ND for aluminum is pretty nice. So the aluminum pickaxe on every hit gives you 1 aluminum piece. You need 4 to make a chunk, and it has a durability of 225. So that's basically 55 something chunk, which is really good. I'm also going to make more stick because I'm going to be cooking a little bit of stuff. The moment all of this finish, we're going to be filling them with steel. While we're waiting for that, let's go back to the quest. So for this quest line today, we're done. We're not going to do anything more here. Everything we do is going to be in here, infinite tiny space. So we want to unlock the metal press, but to unlock the metal press, we have to unlock POWAH, and we have to unlock pressing matter, okay? But there's this little steel pick quest here. Let's start with that one because I know that we need it for this. So it wants us to make a steel pick, and now I'm going to show you something that's really annoying. If I take 2 stick like so, I get a pickaxe with 400 durability. If I take 2 treated wood stick, I get a durability 641. Yes, please! That's what I did the first time I played. But if you come back to the quest right here and read the quest, steel pick. This hits harder than even iron. Detect. It's not the right steel pick. It needs the low, stupid 400 one, which is why I needed 6 steel. So now I'm going to do the low, stupid one. And now the quest is going to detect and complete. So instead of having 600, oh, nope, wrong thing, just looking all over the place. Instead of having a 641, it wants us to make the 400, but that was only for the quest. Now I want 6 lapis lazuli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Don't need more than that for now. So let's get rid, you know what? Oh, yes. I'm going to do it. Just give me a second. Is that a 3rd boron dust? Yes. Thank you. So let's put this here. Let's cook my 1 aluminum. Let's get rid of everything that's not boron or lapis lazuli. Perfect. And since those are done, let's start 32 in here with a poop. 32 in here with a poop. And, oh, okay, so let's split that in 2. Put that in here with a 2nd poop. I know it's not the perfect ratio, but steel is so important, I don't really mind right now. And the reason I got 3 boron dust is I'm going to make 3 boron ingot to also get the boron pickaxe. Because if you remember in the quest right here, we need 1 of every pick, and we haven't done the electrum nor the boron, and we had not done the aluminum. So since we have electrum, let's do electrum. Another one done. And is my boron ready? I'm just going to wait 2 seconds because it's going to be ready soon. Gimme. Perfect. And you know what? I'm going to put some wood planks and the rest of the modularium. And we're going to make our last pickaxe right here with boron. Well, not the last one. We still need the tough alloy. So the boron pickaxe is to scavenge pure quartz, and the electrum pickaxe is for pure redstone, which honestly I do not care about at all. We have so much redstone, this is not important to us. Okay, so let's get rid of all of this in my crafting chest, and let's continue with the quest. So now, if I go back to the real quest that we want to be working on, the next one is going to be pressing matters. Trust me, you'll need this. It wants us to make an engineer blueprint of type molds and a metal press mold of type plate. So if I come here, oh, I'm going to need paper. Let's grab 6 sugarcane because I'm going to be making 2 blueprints. So if I come back here and I search for blueprints like so, there's a crafting components and there's a metal press mold. So the quest wants us to make the metal press mold, which we need plate, which means we need to make some tools first. So now that we're properly in immersive engineering, we need the immersive engineering tools. The first one is the engineer's hammer, like so, and the second one are the engineer's wire cutter, like so, and voila, those are the 2 main tools that we're going to need. And as I just showed, we need a steel plate. So steel plate is made with an engineer's hammer. We make a plate, And now we should be able to make this engineer's blueprint. And let's do also the engineer, that mold, perfect. And now let's make the engineer blueprint component, which is why we needed an extra aluminum ingot. This one's super important. So those go in here. You put the engineer's blueprint mold like this. And to make a metal press mold plate, we need 5 steel plate and the engineer's wire cutter that I'm going to put in here. And there's one for gear that we don't need because all gears in this pack are crafted with 4 in a corner. The metal press mold rod, which we don't need because in this pack, every 2 ingot makes 4 rod for every type of rod we can make. The bullet casing, don't know if we're going to get a weapon anytime soon, so it's not important. The packing 2x2, the packing 3x3, and the unpacking, which I don't intend to use that machine for. If we need to, I would use a crafter more than anything. So it leaves us with the metal pressed mold wire. Now, wire is a different thing. I want wire because we're going to need a lot of copper wire. And there's 2 ways of making copper wire. First, you transform a copper ingot into a plate, step 1, and then you use a copper plate with a engineer's wire cutter to get 1. Or, in the metal press, 1 ingot equals 2 copper wire for the cost of a little bit of power. So, that's really what we're going to do. So let's make, I need some steel. Let's grab some of the steel that's ready. And let's put that Modularium in here with a bit more planks. So now I'm going to crush 5 more plates to make the wire plate. I really want it. It's going to be so useful. There's no reason not to do it. We absolutely need it. So that's done. Perfect. I'm going to get rid of the Modularium for now. And you know what? I want to come back out here. Oh, I only have 16 left. Please tell me that you've been making more. Yes, perfect. I'm going to grab a stack of that because I want to make some more power blocks. And grab 1 stack. Perfect. Oh, I exited. Back in, and let's go with 2 poop. Perfect. So, first thing I want to do, we're going to need power. So, I say first thing we are going to do, metal press mold plate. Did I not just do that one? Wait, what? Did you guys not see me just make it now? Oh, I think I went into an explanation tirade and I forgot to actually make it. Oopsie, number 2 with xHedra. So now let's come here and let's make the one that actually the quest want. Oh, not the hammer. The wire cutter, like so. So we need the press mold. Same thing with the press mold. The press mold, I'm not impressed with it because it's 1 for 1. Why not use the hammer? The hammer's so cheap and so much faster. But you need it for these. You need it to transform the Tine Compact Machine and Tiny Machine piece, the redstone engineering block into redstone tunnel, and the light engineering block into tunnel. Tunnels are used to connect machine faces for power and item, and redstone tunnel to send a redstone signal in or out of a compact machine. I've never to date used those. I have not seen any use for them right now. Okay, that being said, the quest is now completed, but we still haven't unlocked the metal press because we require POWAH. Power. So power, your machine are going to need some power. Unfortunately, you're low on space, so this seems to be the only option. Wants us to craft a thermoelectric generator, a block of uranium, and gather a water bucket. So let's do the thermoelectric, which I pinned all of those in my time lapse. I think I did that. So the thermoelectric generator is made from 5 constant plate, 3 steel ingot, and a copper coil block. And a copper coil block is made from 8 LV wire and an ingot of iron. And the LV wire is made from 4 at a time from 4 copper, but we need 8. So we're going to need 8 copper wire, and we don't have the press yet. So for this time and this time only, I'm going to grab 8 copper ingot, and I'm going to go the bad route. I'm going to go ingot to plate, and plate to wire at the cost of 1 ingot each. That's the last time we do that. From now on, we're going to, so I said we're going to make one of the electric generator, but we're going to make 12, just not today. The other 11 I'm going to do in my time lapse, but 12 times 8 is 96, and 96 of these is 96 copper, or 96 minus 8, 88, or 44 copper ingot in the metal press mold. So that's why it's really important that we do it this way. And that's also why I knew I was going toward that. That's why I prepared a lot of Constantin and I cooked it. I just thought that I would do it in this episode, but I want to try and regulate my time to try and never go above 45 minutes. So I took that out of my episode planning because I knew it would probably bring me over. Perfect. So to finish the quest, let's come here and grab some water. And I'm going to put it right back because I don't need water in my hand right now. So power is done, which means we finally unlocked the press. Metal press. Press metal. Wow. A1 for description effort. We need 1 heavy engineering block, 1 piston, 2 conveyor belts, redstone engineering block, and 2 steel scaffolding. So now, time for a list. So let me put myself right here. So we want to craft, I had included the thermoelectric generator in my craft. So 1 thermoelectric generator, 2 steel scaffolding, but they get crafted in pack of 6, 2 conveyor belts, but they get crafted in pack of 8, 1 redstone engineering block, and between parentheses, I have a 2. The reason for the 2 is that I want to make 2 craft because I'm going to need them for the redstone tunnels. 1 heavy engineering block that comes in pack of 2, 1 piston, but 3 because the heavy engineering block needs 2 anyway, so we're going to need to make 3. And I want 6 light engineering block, so I'm going to need to make 3 craft. So I'm going to need 16 steel ingots, 11 plus 16 copper ingot, 10 plus 28 iron ingot, 5 Constantin ingot, we've already done it, 1 electrum ingot, 8 plus 4 redstone, 12 cobblestone, 9 planks, 3 letters, and 2 stick. So we already used the 2 stick. We already used the 5 Constantin ingot for the thermoelectric generator and 3 steel. And the reason for the plus 16, plus 28, and plus 4, those are extras that we need for the extra craft that we do not need for the press. So the extra engineering block and the light engineering block. So let's go and do that. And by the way, I have all of the material prepared. I just wanted to give you a list so that you could follow along. So for the steel scaffolding, we first need to make steel rod, and like I told you, metal press 1 steel to 2, or crafting 2 steel to 4. Really no point in using the machine in that case. I hope that you guys agree with me. Steel scaffolding, and then let's make the conveyor belt like so. And let's make the piston. Let's just cheat the piston by clicking on heavy and then piston, like so. 1, 2, 3. Don't want to make too many. And then we need to make the redstone engineering block, the light engineering, and the heavy. So the redstone are easy, and as I said, I want to make 2 craft of them. The light engineering block requires iron mechanical component, and the heavy engineering block requires steel mechanical component. So steel mechanical component and iron, both are the same. 1 is 4 iron, 1 is 4 steel, is the normal crafting recipe. Or in the engineer workbench with the components blueprint, only 2. So yes, in case where we save material, I will always do that. So we need 4 steel plate and 2 copper ingot to make 2 steel mechanical component, and we're going to need 12 iron plate and 6 copper ingot to make the lighter one. So 1, 2, 3, we're going to need 6 and 2, so that's 8. And we're going to need 8. No, so let's just do it like this. We're going to need 12 of those. And we're going to need, we already have the steel. You know what? I just want to get rid of this and this. Perfect. So we're going to make 12 plate with that, like so. And steel, we need only 4, like so. And now we're going to come in here remove this engineering blueprint and put the component blueprint, and I'm going to throw this away for now because we're not going to be using this for a long time. 2 steel plate, 2 copper for 2 steel mechanical component, 6 copper, and 12 iron plate for 6 iron mechanical component. So now we should be able to do light engineering block and heavy engineering block, and voila. Okay, also I kind of forgot something. Derp. I want to do a janky quick little setup before we do anything else. I should have done this before. So I want 3 blocks of uranium, and I want an extra decay generator. Now we're going to go in the room right here. I'm going to set myself in the middle, and we're going to craft a very simple generation, because that machine is going to need a lot of power, and I also forgot another step. I'm a bit all over the place. Give me a moment. I also want an energy cell, because the problem is that these generator, they don't accrue a lot of power. So I want to be able to start accruing power for when I need to do big batches of copper wires or stuff like that. So 1 block of redstone and 1 redstone conducting something, and this. So that's going to be 2 million RF of containment. But then I'm going to make some Leadstone Fluxduct, which carries 1,000. So that's going to be, I'm going to make 18. That's all I had. What was I? I was limited by redstone. So I'm not really limited, but that's okay for now. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to put this energy cell right here, and I'm going to say recharge from the 2 sides and the bottom. I'm going to put a duct here and there, and hello? Oh no, it's blue to recharge. Sorry guys. So blue to recharge and output at the front. So now this is recharging, and you can see we're already at 7.8. But now we're ready to make our press. So for our press, I know the layout by heart, so I don't need the book yet, nor the projector. So let's just do it. Scaffolding, scaffolding. That's one too many. In the middle, we need to put a redstone engineering block, like so. Then we need the piston on top, and then we need the conveyor belt. Careful, the conveyor belt must be going in the right direction. So you see the 4 triangle? This puts it going that way, and we need, so input, output. Then we need a heavy engineering block at the top, and that's why I was very careful not to put the energy cell here. Nothing must touch the structure for it to transform. You take an engineer hammer and you hit here, but it's not changing because the piston is not in the right direction. It's gonna go, and once it's at the bottom and I hit again, voila, we have a metal press. And first thing I'm gonna do is put a flux duct right here, and immediately 16K here. And I want you to understand something. Sometimes you'll see your battery here not accruing power. That's because these, see how this Leadstone Fluxduct says 0 RF? This one says 5K. It means that we have 16K in this machine, plus 5K in here, plus 6.97, 7.3K in here. So now we're ready to go. I'm going to put the metal press mold right here, and we're going to throw these 12 Tine Compact Machines right here and wait to get them. And as you can see, look at the top, you have 2 gray bars. The first one is the item coming toward me, and the second one is the one behind. So it's always doing 2 craft kind of at the same time with a 30% delay in between the 2. And each quest takes 1.6K power. So that completes the quest. So let's claim our sticky piston. We're gonna need it way later. So next quest is a tunnel to other rooms. You need to do this quest because there's no point if you can't send item or power between rooms. Linking your rooms together. This makes it possible to pipe items between your rooms. Time to make the factory of your dream. So 2 tunnel and 2 redstone tunnel. That's why I said that I'm going to keep 1 redstone engineering block for the crusher because I know it needs only 1, and I throw all of them, of course. And I need 2 for the quest. That's why I needed the second craft. And for the light engineering block, those I'm going to throw all of them on there, because I want as many tunnels as possible, and that's not even going to be enough, but it's going to be a good starting point. I'm going to be making more of those probably in the next episode. So that completes the quest, and now we have a choice of 2 tunnel, 2 redstone tunnel, and a carrot. I would like a carrot. I don't have the carrot seed yet, but I also do not have the cactus seed. So I'm going to be sieving dirt until I get the cactus seed, and I'm probably going to get the carrot at the same time. So let's go for 2 more tunnels because that's more labor intensive. And you know what? That's probably going to be my next dirt because I'm not going to be able to get my carrot seed, and I'm going to be annoyed that I didn't make that choice. Quickly, I'm going to switch this plate to the wire plate because when I come back here to make my copper wires, and if I forget to change this, which I've done. In my test world, I wanted to make like 100 wire. I threw a ton of copper there. I left and I came back to 110 plate that I had to use cutters to complete. Anyway, this is accruing power, which is amazing because when we need it later for the 44 copper ingots, well, the 44 copper ingots at 1.6k each is 10 craft, plus another 3 here, plus another 2 here. So we can't even do them all right now. But this is going to slowly accrue power. But now, we can do this. And this is what it's all about. 3, 5 by 5 by 5. Finally, more room. What a relief with room for fission. Oh, fission! So we can now have enough space to make a fission generator. And as you can guess, that's what they want us to make, but that's not an episode. It's not going to happen soon. So first job first, replace our tiny compact machine with a small compact machine, which is going to be, we're going to rename it. We haven't gone in it yet, so we can't rename it. Like so. I was looking downstairs. That's why it made me look downstairs. So I put myself to see that way because when I click on it, it's going to make me see that way. And we're going to name this one the hub. The hub, like so. And we're going to go in. Perfect. So now we're going to put this machine in, and we might not keep it here. We're going to check. When I click like this, where do I go? Facing forward. So that's the perfect direction. Because if you see, I'm in here, facing forward, I click facing forward, I click facing forward. You have to be careful. Because if I take this block, well, I'm going to show you. If I take this block and I put it here instead, and I do this, I'm looking backward every time, which is super annoying. So always make sure that the first time you enter in a machine, you consider that the proper orientation. Okay, so that tiny compact machine is there. We can continue with questing. Well, now that we have our metal press and we have our small compact room, we really need to be going to the crusher. But I'm not going to do the crusher in this episode. I'm not even going to do it in the next episode. In this episode, I want to tackle one last thing. You've never heard that, right? I never, ever say that. The one last thing is lava. So first, we can start with any of these 3. So let's read all of them. Blaze it. Metal sticks into fire, make it glow. How do you make blaze rod? You take a blaze rod. How do you make a blaze rod? Sorry. Burning items. You throw a steel rod in fire for 60 tick. Perfect. Now if we do back and we go to give it a squeeze. This item can squeeze things when jumped on. It can even squeeze lava from blaze powder. You need more room vertical space than just 3. Maybe the dark bedrock room you started in is perfect. Notice the 2 channel on the squeezer. They need to point to the crucible. Use a redstone signal, for example, a lever to reset the squeezer. So we need a squeezer, we need a button, and we're going to need, well, to the crucible, we're not going to make a crucible. We're going to do a barrel roll, a stone barrel. This is a fancy device that can create both netherrack and clay. And hint, if placed next to a squeezer, this can hold whatever liquid it might produce. Try lava and redstone. So this wants us to make the netherrack, which you can see basically by the fact that the next quest is netherrack. And if you remember, we need the netherrack for the magma crucible that we prepared, but that's not for today. Now I want lava for one thing that's really important for me. So let's go and do that. first we're going to craft the, ooh, I only have 7 cobblestone. I need 9. No. Do I have stones? Do I have Wow. Okay, that's really lucky. I don't have to waste the time hitting the wall. Okay, so let's put half in here. And let's turn around here and put the other half in here. And I'm using planks, which is super inefficient. But right now, to be honest, my only goal is to go, go, go. So let's get rid of the redstone engineering, the sticky piston, the steel scaffolding. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this. Heavy engineering. Metal press mold in here, that in here. Going to keep the steel rod. Just trying to clean up a little bit of my inventory. While we're waiting, I want to make 9 blaze rods. So let's... Perfect. 9. Well, I didn't want to make 9, but I wanted at least 8, and I already had 1 left. So while we're waiting for these, let's come into our bigger room. And then, using the flint and steel, let's make fire. And let's throw the steel rod in them. Let's wait for 60 seconds. Oh, I saw them transform and pick them up. If you don't pick them up fast enough, they can burn and disappear. So the moment you see yellow in the fire, I know the fire is yellow, but you could kind of see it if you rewind. That's what I'm going to do immediately. Oh, and I exit again. Darn it. You know what? Let's come here 1 second. These no longer need to be here. We can come in here and we can put those there and there. Perfect. And now let's go back to crafting. My stone should be finished. My stone should be finished. So we can make the stone barrel like so. Perfect. And now we need to make the squeezer. The squeezer is made with a block of iron like so and like so. Perfect. So I have enough space here. Oh, I forgot the button. Oh, I didn't need to come all here for the button. I could have just done that. Anyway, I have enough space here, but this is not the intended way of the quest. They're expecting you to not have the 5x5x5 yet, although I see no reason to go this fast. And before we do that, there's one thing that's more important that I want to show. Blaze rod, when you put it in a squeezer, it's going to give you 3 and a 50% chance of a 4th one. But in a pulverizer, it's 4 for sure and 50% chance of sulfur, and we need sulfur for explosive. So no, I did take the time to craft the pulverizer. I'm going to use the pulverizer. And don't look at this, don't look at this. You didn't see me pick something that's going to be useful for the next thing. Let's come here, steel pickaxe, and in here, oh, that's full. That's also full. Well, not full, but... Oh, okay, so... I'm just going to, I want to get rid of the boron and the aluminum and the electron. So right, nope, not the iron, the electron. And let me pick the aluminum and put the aluminum right here. Just, I don't know how long I'm going to be doing other stuff, and I want this to continue. Oh God. Let me pick up as much as I can. I need to not forget to empty this, and as of next episode, this will no longer be a problem. So now that we have a pulverizer, well, this is really cramped, but I can put it right here, and it's accruing power, and I can come and put a blaze rod in it, and this process is so slow. Wow, how much? I'm so golden on power. Okay, since we're so golden on power, oh, let me come here, let me grab the 44 copper ingot and let's come back here and let's do all of the blaze rods, and let's also throw half of the copper ingot in here, and let's leave, and let's leave. Perfect. So that's what the quest is hinting at. For the lava, we do need to use a squeezer because we don't have the magma crucible yet. So if you put the squeezer like this, do you see the channel? It's not in the right direction. So the first thing that we need to do is grab this squeezer, stand like this, jump in place. Now the channel's in the right direction. Put the stone barrel here, put a blaze powder in, and let's jump. So it's like 5 jump, I think, and that makes lava, but now I can't do the next one. You need to reset it. So button, send a redstone signal, reset, put the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sometimes, if you're not in the center, sometimes the jump is bad. Reset, 1, jump. Reset. Next one, jump. What happened? Oh, I think I had not finished it. Oh boy, this is too complicated for my poor little brain. Okay, and 4. And perfect. Now, don't break it. Pick it up, and we have a lava bucket. And then I'm going to break this and this and this because I don't ever want to do this in this noisy room again. I'm gonna put this like so, with this right here and this button right there. Voila. And with my first bucket of magma, I'm gonna come in here, also get a bucket of water, grab some water, go back in my only room that has power, and grab my 44 copper wire. What's my power assessment like? Oh, wow, I'm good. Continue all the time. Now, I'm going to use even more power. I'm going to put an... Dirt number 3. Let's put the igneous extruder, and let's set it up first. First, let's say nothing exported anywhere, and put it on cobblestone. Now you can go lava, water, and this is going to be making infinite cobblestone. It's going to stop at 64 for now, but it's okay because it's not like I need a crazy amount right now. But remember when I was making that sand and that gravel? Now I have infinite cobblestone. So I'm all good and happy with that. Let's pick up 5 sulfur dust. I'm so happy about that. This is delicious. Okay, so let's leave this room. And technically, let's go to the quest. We've done the blaze it, the give it a squeeze, and the do a barrel roll. Now I need to make 2 more lava to make 2 netherrack. I'm gonna prepare the lava. No, I'm gonna do that in the next episode. But come on, say it after me. One lasting. Yeah, that's my shtick. The one lasting guy. Okay, I want to make a hardened glass. If you guys remember, well, let me show you something first. Let's search for item duck. Item duck. I need some item duck. And there are those beautiful little opaque item duck that I'm going to make 24 of. And the reason I want those, let's come here, pick all of those up, exit. This is going to be my main hub for the foreseeable future. So what I want to do is, when I cannot see them, like these are going to be hidden, they don't need to be transparent. Opaque is good enough. Oh, that's one too many. What I want to do is make a wall of cache. So yes, iron grit. Next one is uranium grit. Next one is redstone. So these are the thing I use the most. So I want them at a lower level, and I still have place for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Gonna leave that wall free. So I have place for 14 more cache, which I'm going to add in my time lapse. That's why I wanted to do this thing. And I want to connect my auto scavenging room, to extract. So my scavenging room is going to be right here. You know what? Give me a second. Scavenging room right here. I'm going to place it. I'm not going to connect it and everything, because that's going to take more time. But let's just make sure that I'm still in the right direction. Yes, perfect. So in here, I'm going to put a tunnel down here for power, and I'm going to put a tunnel back there for extraction of items from this chest. Okay? So I'm going to extract from the bottom, and this one here is going to be a clear one, so that when I'm in my hub here doing work, doing stuff, I can see items. If there's item extracting, I know it's working. If I'm like, there's no item, and I look at it, and there's still no item, I'll know that something is wrong. And the items are going to travel in here, and since the cache are single item, I can also lock them, by the way, like so. You shift right click, it will go to the right cache. If there's an empty cache of something else, it'll go in that cache potentially first, depending on the path. But as I put more cache, I'm going to make sure to put the right material in. There's going to be one for quartz, lithium, boron, lead, I've got silver, tin, like every single thing that can extract from there, I'll have on the wall here so I can get them. But I want a clear one for that. So I really need to make a bit more lava. I'm not in the center, so I'm not jumping on the machine. That's a bit annoying. Like, I want the magma crucible because the magma crucible can do this with the cost of power. It's expensive power-wise, but it's going to be worth it. So this and this is going to be a full bucket. Perfect. So let's come back here. Now let's grab water because that's how you make obsidian. Water on lava. So I'm just going to do a quick jobby job and go place and remove so that it didn't break my button or anything else. And we now have an obsidian. So now I can go back in this room and pulverize my obsidian and pick up my, I now have my 88 copper wires ready to craft my thermoelectric blah blah something something. So now I'm going to pulverize this obsidian and I need another machine and a lead grit. So if you remember, I did craft the induction smelter and I need one lead grit. Let's come out of here. You know what? I'm not using you right now, so I'm going to put you down here. Let me reset my point to make sure I'm not in it. I'm going to put the induction smelter here, remove all of the output. This same thing here, remove all of the output. Take the pulverized obsidian. So pulverized obsidian, remove the metallurgical flux duct something, and put the lead grit. And we're now making our first hardened glass. And with the hardened glass, there's this recipe that you put 2 tin in an hardened glass. That gives you 6 clear item duct. Also, the hardened glass is also what we need for the next level of upgrade. So if I come here, the next level of upgrade here needs 2 of them. So that's great. What I'm going to do, what is the usage of blaze powder? We're not there yet. Pyrotheum, blazing dull, blast brick. Oh, we're going to need them for blast brick. So, we need them for retrievers. Okay, so I was going to say that I'm going to make everything into lava, but I'm going to keep a couple. So in my time lapse, I'm going to make more lava that I'm going to put into a tank, which is 2 seconds. Let's come here. Tank. Oh, derp. Let's make the tank, but I should have made the clear item duct first. That's where I was. So I'm going to make lava that I'm going to put in that tank so that I have some for when we want to do the redstone and everything else. So this and 2 tin ingot is going to give me 6 clear ones. So if I come out here and back again, it can go right here. So like I said, we'll be able to see. So now I'm going to leave you on the thing that I want to do in my time lapse. So in the next episode, I want to get started with a better garden, an automated garden. We're going to be making garden cloche. This very powerful compact greenhouse is an amazing thing to grow almost anything in, as long as it's small enough. Sadly, they are quite big, so count your block. Can't really use this in a 3x3 because it's 3 high and you don't have access for the power on top, so you need a 5x5. So we're going to be crafting 8 of these. So I'm going to need 16 treated wood. I'm going to need 8, 16, 32 glass. We're going to need 8 iron mechanical component done this way. And we're going to, where's the garden cloche? How did I do this so wrong? We're going to need 8 vacuum tube, but they're made 3 at a time with glass, redstone, copper wire, and nickel plate. So that's for the next episode. I'm also going to be doing another quest right here. This other quest, because our farm's going to need power. Thermoelectric array. It's possible to fit 12 thermoelectric generators inside a single tiny machine. If you place flux ducts in the center, water and uranium in all corners, and thermoelectric generator along the edge, you should be golden. So that's basically what it wants us to do. We're going to make I call them energon cube, if you get the Transformer reference of when I was a young kid. So a tiny compact machine has just enough to fit 12 generator and the water and the uranium So that's what I'm going to prepare in my time lapse. I've already shown you how to craft the generator. I'm going to craft the generator, the block, and I'm going to craft 2 more Tine Compact Machine because I need them for, I don't have any free one, and I need them for my setup. So that when we start, I'm also going to prepare the material for the cloche. I already kind of hinted at to what you need. I'm gonna, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to include, this is the list of material that you need for the 8 garden cloche and for the 11 thermo electric generator. So on the left, the 11 thermoelectric generator. On the right, the 8 garden cloche that we need. And that's it. We're going to go set up our farm, set up our power cube first, then set up our farm. And in our farm, we're going to put, I want to put, what do I want to put in the farm? I need 8 because, because I want to put 1 wheat, 1 carrot, 1 potato, 1 beet, 1 bonsai oak, 1 cactus, 1 sugar cane, and 1 hemp. So that's what I'm going to put in the farm. 8 cloche, 8 items, but I don't have the cactus and I don't have the carrot yet. So also in my time lapse, I'm going to be making some more dirt with the shovels, and I'm going to be sieving. So I'm going to make like 6 or 8 shovels, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to use the shovel on the wall, make dirt, sieve, make more dirt, sieve, make more dirt, sieve until I get my last seed. So if I come here and I search dirt and I right click on dirt and I look at not scavenging, sieving, I have the potato seed already. I have no carrot seed. I have sugarcane seed, no cactus seed. These don't matter. I have grass seed, I have ancient spore, pumpkins, and seed. So it's only these 2 items I need. So I might be doing this for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I have no idea. And also in my time lapse, I'm going to be taking all of these room out of here and put in a row in here because I want to be ready for the next episode. I'm also going to set up the compact machine, and this is going to seem bizarre to you, but I'm going to put this one in here. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put this one in here like so, because this is going to be our farm, and our farm is going to export to this auxiliary room, where the auxiliary room is the room that we're going to use, 1 for power and 2 to extract. I have 8 farms, so I'm going to have a wall of cache here again that I'm going to prepare in the time lapse with these item duct in the back. I'm going to ready a whole wall here of cache, so another 20 something, because it's going to produce seed, it's going to produce wood cutting, it's going to produce so many things, and we're going to want to set up the sawmill. So guys, you have my plan for the time lapse and for the next episode. So I'm going to leave you here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.